How's it going, guys? So you've seen the title of this video, you probably know what I'm going to say, but with the amount of highlights that we've got, I have no idea how I'm going to keep talking for so long, but there were so many highlights in these two games that I cut out. But I had to keep some of these in, and I needed to get the video going, and I don't know how I'm going to keep talking, but we got to get through this review. You probably know what I'm going to say. So first of all, this is an X4 review. For those of you who haven't seen this before, basically, I'm going to be playing two games where I'm going to be trying to hit a total score of, well, what I'm about to tell you. So in this game, I was trying to hit 14,000 points, so an average of 7,000 in the two games. That's what I wanted to hit. This is my favorite map. However, it was a pistol, something that I'm not usually too confident with, and so, I wasn't expecting too big a score. But however, we used this in a live stream just the other night, so I reckon I could have done pretty well. So I wanted to hit 14,000 points. That was my goal. So I'm not going to be playing this game purely to exercise the weapon and review it properly. I'm going to be playing this game as best as I can, trying to get as high a score as I can, and seeing how much this gun actually assisted me and how much, how well I actually think it played on the battlefield in a game of Walker Assault. So before I begin, let's have a look through the statistics. This thing has a max damage of 20 and min damage of 10. The drop-off doesn't start until 25 meters, and it'll end at 40, with a fire rate of 110 RPM. However, this is a burst fire weapon, and it has a burst fire of 800 RPM. That is a lot of bullets, and you may be able to see already, I can kill people in 2 shots, in 2 bursts. If you're at close range, easy 2-burst kill, and it is an absolute cinch. The recoil is practically non-existent, going in all 3 directions, and it is just easy peasy to keep control of. And so this gun is actually, decent at a mid-range, as in I can shoot quite long distances, for a pistol at least, and still get some good shots on and some good kills. And it is a combination of all these things that makes me believe that this is now, for me, I'm quite scared to do this review, because after calling it probably the best gun in Star Wars Battlefront, especially after the 1.04 patch, I'm scared to get people to start using it, because it's if more people start using it, it's going to end up becoming overpowered, and people are going to want to get it patched, and it's going to be limited, and it's such a ridiculously good gun that I'm amazed no one is really using it. You hardly ever see anyone using this weapon. It is absolutely incredible, the lack of people that are taking advantage of it, because in these two games, I just absolutely floored it. So here's how I recommend using this gun. Now, this is a close to mid-range gun. I don't even really see it as a pistol. It's like the EE3. I think this is far better than the EE3. It's far easier to control. The damage is just way up there with the 2 bursts. It's just so much easier to use. And also, with the Stark hard hands, there's actually 2 that I would recommend using. So, the 2 that I normally use are the 2 that you can see now with the thermal detonator, either the scan pulse or the personal shield, as well as a jump pack. Now, what I did was I had both set as my first and second hands, so that I could switch between them whenever I wanted to. When at the very start of the uplinks, I would usually go with the personal shield, go in and capture as much as I can. And then as we're moving in between them, or as at the third set of uplinks, if we've got both captured, I would switch back to the scan pulse and then just start going for kills and trying to protect those uplinks as much as possible. Not only that, but in the second game, at the very start, my teammates were not really doing anything for me. The other team were just absolutely romping us, and we just couldn't get to those uplinks, and so the personal shields were becoming a hassle to use. So I switched over to the scan pulse, and just tried to clear out as much infantry as I could around the uplinks, and that was able to be done so easily, because with these two-shot kills and the burst fire having so much control with this weapon, that was just so easy to do. When the scan pulse let me know where they were, they didn't see me coming. I had a couple of flank opportunities, just absolutely floored it, and they got absolutely smashed. And then of course I go back to the personal shield, I protect myself while I'm capturing or deactivating those uplinks, and the score is mine. It's all mine, and it was so simple to use and so easy to use. Then at the end of the game, in the second one, my teammates started helping a bit. They started to pick up. We started to gain control over the rebels a little more, and so I switched back to the scan pulse and just once again just started to romp the battlefield. And it is ridiculous. This gun is, I'm not sure whether to call it overpowered. I'm not sure whether this is just me, but this gun was suiting my playstyle absolutely perfectly. I was able to do whatever I wanted with it. There we go, the first game, 52 and 28 with a score of 10,500 points. Way more than I expected to score. And so, like I say, I don't know if this gun is overpowered or if it's just me. This could just tailor to my playstyle perfectly. It could just be the way that I was using it. I may have just got lucky, although I highly doubt that because this is just so consistent. I was having no problems with it. Anything I wanted it to do, it was able to do. It may be a little bit of a struggle for some people to get used to the burst fire. For example, me, I usually just like a fully automatic weapon, as in this, that they're pretty much all I've ever used. On Battlefield 4, I stick to an Ace-21 carbine, and so on a game like this, when it came to the E3 or other pistols like the DL44, I couldn't really use them. I couldn't pick them up, and I wasn't as consistent as I would be with this weapon. And I found them really difficult to use. And however, I'm pretty sure this is probably going to be the first non-fully automatic weapon that I'm going to be using consistently. As in, I think I have found my calling. So we used this in a stream the other night. I said this gun actually seems pretty cool, and I was at that point I was kind of thinking it can't be as good as it seems at first. As in, because no one is using this weapon, there's got to be something wrong with it. However, after these two games and after the 2 scores that I was picking up, I have absolutely no problems with this weapon, and I'm a little scared to do this review, like I say, because I don't want more people to use it because it's too good, and I don't want it to be patched. It's ridiculous. It's probably before the DL44. The DL4 probably before the patch probably would have been a little better. I'm not too sure, but that burst fire, the lack of recoil is just so. I don't know. I don't get why people aren't using this gun, and I don't get why people haven't been using this gun. Now, every now and then you do see someone that you do get copped a little bit, but generally, if people are looking for a quick kill sort of like this with a mid-range, they're going to go with something like the E11 or the A28OC, which is what I've always gone. No more. If I'm sticking to a closer range map like this, so I had a little go on Tatooine. This gun absolutely floored it on Tatooine. I reckon I'll probably go with an A28OC if I'm heading on to Jakku or Solace or something like that. But for closer quarter maps like this, or any smaller game modes like Blast or Droid Run or anything like that, this is the gun to choose, and I am almost calling you guys out. Try this gun. If you've not used it before, go and use it. Have a go with it. See what you think, because I think, and I'm calling it, that this is the best gun in Star Wars Battlefront. So you can see already I'm starting to ramble, but some of these highlights were just that good. I could not keep them out. There were actually quite a few awesome runs that I had that just didn't make the cut for this video that I wanted to put in, but was like, this video is going to be way too long. I can't keep it up. We had a few. At the start of the second game, it was my teammates were just not helping, and so I really recommend sticking to those two sets of star cards. I tried the explosive shot beforehand, before these 2 games. However, you can't really. I don't think it's gonna stick it up to a one burst kill. And when it doesn't do that, you can get them in 2 anyway, and so the explosive really didn't really matter. So I think sticking to the scan pulse and the personal shield allows you to either go for kills or to play the objective really well. Either is going to work. It really depends on your teammates. It'll depend on the map. It'll depend on the time of game and things like that. But both of them work, and so this suits so many playstyles that I'm sure, I don't get why no one is using it. And it suits that many playstyles, and I think that many people could take advantage of it. That it's perfect for anyone. So there we go. Second game, 55 and 22, 55 kills, 9,500 points. We scored just under 20,000. That is ridiculous. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you later. TK out. Have a good one.